Hey everybody, it's your boy Jude. I'm back with another video. We're gonna be discussing Sirfetch'd. If anyone has watched the new trailer for Pokemon Sword and Shield, Sirfetch'd is in the new trailer, and Sirfetch'd is getting an evolution, which is called Sirfetch'd. And personally, I'm very excited for that. Gen 1 Pokemon getting some recognition from Game Freak, and Pokemon community as a whole really putting in some work and really trying to get some of those Gen 1 mons that don't get a lot of recognition back into the game, giving them more recognition. Like they said they would try to put in some more Pokemon that don't get a lot of recognition by giving them evolutions and glory in form. So I want to get into Sirfetch'd. Sirfetch'd here is a fighting type Pokemon, pure fighting, from Sirfetch'd, which is a normal and flying type. That's really odd for Game Freak to do something like that in my opinion, but personally it's still a duck, and from what I see, it can't fly because it has a sword and a shield on it, so it really can't fly. It's making it pure fighting definitely switches a lot of things about it and sees that it's a really different approach that Game Freak took. But it's really cool in my opinion. So we're gonna start off today with Sirfetch'd's current stats. So Sirfetch'd's current stats aren't really the best for competitive gameplay. 52 HP, 90 attack power, 58, 62, and 60 with a total of 377. You would not see that in competitive gameplay. Not at all. Definitely will not be seeing that in competitive gameplay. However, with the evolution of Sirfetch'd, I believe it's gonna get a good amount of HP, a good amount of attack power, a good amount of defense, and some speed. Not too much, honestly, because it's Sirfetch'd. When something's considered a Sir, it's more tend to being a knight of some sort, and knights are known for having high defenses with their sword and high attack power with their sword. So you'll definitely notice that Sirfetch'd has said sword and said shield, so it'll definitely be able to, I believe it'll have more attack, HP, attack, and defense than speed. So we're gonna go to Conkeldurr here because I believe that Conkeldurr is the best representation of what, when Sirfetch'd evolves, what its attack power would look like. I believe that its attack power is going to be insanely high, definitely around the range of Conkeldurr's, which is 416, a 416 max attack power, with a 140 base stat. I believe the 140 base stat, Sirfetch'd is going to have a base stat between 120 and 140, in my opinion. It definitely makes the most sense. When you're comparing, when I want to compare defense, we're going to use our boy Hitmontop. I believe it's going to get a good defense increase because of the shield that it has and the typing that it has, which is fighting. And fighting Pokemon are basically known for having high attack power and a little above average defensive capabilities. So I believe that it's going to have around something around the range of 95 to maybe 105, or just a little lower, like my 90 defense. I don't think his defense is going to be too high to raise too much, but I believe it's going to be around that area. So now we're back into Drapion here. I believe its base stat for speed is not going to be as high as a lot of people want it to be. If I were to take it a guess, I don't think it's going to be faster than Drapion anyway. I don't believe it's going to be faster than Drapion or anywhere like too relevant to Drapion. I believe it's going to be around like that 95. It's going to be below 95, so it's going to be probably from 60 maybe to 70 to 75 or to 80, but it'll be kind of a high ball if I say 90 or 95 where Drapion is, because it's Sirfetch'd and it's when it evolves and the typing it has is really not fit for speed. It's really more for defense, offensive and defensive capabilities instead of being more agile and speedy. The signature move that's gonna get is Meteor Assault, and that's from what I know, that's a 2-turn move that's gonna take 2 turns, obviously, to attack, and that's not really fit for competitive gameplay because a lot of people don't have 2-turn moves. except if you're using like a power herb or something. I believe it's gonna get Brick Break, Close Combat, Flying Press, Karate Chop with a question mark, Sky Uppercut with a question mark, and Superpower. Because that's only attacks I believe I see it having. I really don't see it having a lot of the fighting moves because both arms, well, both wings are being accompanied by something else. So those are the only moves, and possibly bulk up too. Bulk up definitely, but everything else I don't really see it getting at all. Not really. So yeah. Let's go to Showdown and see the sets I created that I believe it's gonna get. So we have Bulky Physical with an Assault Vest on. Don't mind the ability. The ability doesn't matter because it's always gonna be Steadfast. I have First Impression, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and Knockoff. First Impression, just so it can have a little speed, just so it can have a little priority because it's gonna be rather slow with these stats here. Having a bulky, being bulky and physical, and not having too much defense. So I believe it's gonna have. It should have First Impression, just for some speed control. You can have Quick Attack as well. Quick Attack also works. Close Combat, just to get just a stab fighting move. Poison Jab for coverage, and Knockoff just to knock off any items that people may have that might be detrimental. Basic stuff. So what we're gonna have here is physical, fast physical for definitely have like a Life Orb, Agility, Brave Bird, Close Combat, and Poison Jab. If you want Aerial Ace there, Aerial Ace does work, but it's not as powerful, but you don't take recoil, so there's that. Maxed out attack power, maxed out speed, Life Orb. Then we have doubles, supportive doubles. This is for all my OU, all my v.II guys. We have Leftovers, and this is for support. Has Defog, Reflect, Roost, and Tailwind. Max HP, max special defense. I would probably have more defense in that case though, but we already have Reflect, so like we can. Reflect is always going to be there. We have defensive control, speed control, healing, and some ground support, and some field support just so you don't get anything on your side of the field, which will definitely work for doubles because there's a lot of things like stealth rocks and toxic spikes roaming around, so you don't want to get those on your plate there. Then we have offensive doubles. We have a Power Herb, First Impression, Poison Jab, Sacred Sword, and Sky Attack. I believe it's gonna get Sacred Sword. I did not mention this in my list of what it would get, but I believe it would get Sacred Sword because it actually has a sword to use. So I believe Sacred Sword will be one of the moves that it gets. We have Bulky Physical Sweeper, High Attack, High HP. Would put some more in defense. First Impression, I'll definitely like. You can First Impression be good, but also Quick Attack if you want to just have a constant priority. Have Quick Attack there, even though it's weaker. Just constant priority. Yeah. So then we have unique that I made. Choice Scarf, U-Turn, Final Gambit, Knockoff, and Poison Jab. So for the physical scarf, just to have a pivot, just to make sure you could always pivot around, just in case you want to get in and out of the battlefield and put in some damage. Always a choice scarf pivot, so you're mostly always faster than everything. Final Gambit if you just want to get in there and then just knock the most opposing Pokemon out. This might not kill though. It might not kill because your HP stat is really bad, so it's not gonna kill most of the time, but it's just probably a way just to weaken it down. Knockoff, self-explanatory, just knock off the item. Poison Jab for coverage. And that is it for this video, I believe. Actually, no, it's not. So do I believe that that Sirfetch'd is going to be competitive. Pretty much. Like, Sirfetch'd is a pretty, like, from my prediction so far, it's going to be a very, it's not going to be anything meta changing, but it's definitely going to be a Pokemon that will have a little spotlight here and there once the game comes out. But I believe that people will see the flaws of the Pokemon and try to find a lot of weaknesses to the Mon as well, because I believe personally it's not going to be the fastest thing. It's not going to be really fast, honestly. However, I believe it'll definitely have some competitive utility when people want to actually work with it. So that's my take on that, and I really hope this game comes out really cool, dude. I really hope this game comes out awesome. And yeah, that's all I have to say. This is Jude. Good gaming and God bless. See y'all around.